Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about subject-verb agreement. To learn about subject-verb agreement, there are some things which we should be kept in mind. First, we have to know what is a subject and a verb in a sentence. Secondly, we have to know the process of identifying a subject and the verb in the same sentence. Thirdly, we have to know what exactly is subject-verb agreement and also the rules surrounding it. So, what is the subject in a sentence? A subject is a person, place, thing, or idea that is doing or being something. Now, what is a verb in a sentence? The action performed by the subject in a sentence is the verb. For example, Ajay plays cricket regularly. Over here, the subject is Ajay because it is a person who is performing the action. Now, what is Ajay performing? He is playing. So, plays becomes the verb. Now, we have to know that based on point of view of subject may be in either in first person or in second person or in third person. In first person it would be I, we, second person it would be you, and in third person it would be he, she, it, or they. On the basis of count, a subject can be singular or plural. Now we come to what is subject-verb agreement. To make a sentence grammatically correct, a verb must agree with the subject in number. So, if the subject does not agree with the verb, then the sentence may be grammatically incorrect. So, for that we have to remember some very important points, that is, a singular subject has a singular verb, a plural subject has a plural verb. Okay, we also have to note that this statement holds true only when the subject is in third person. So, when the subject is in third person, we have to see that the subject is in which person. If it is in the third person, then the singular subject will be in singular verb and the plural subject will be in plural verb. Let us look at some of the examples. Subject is singular. For example, the monkey eats banana. When the subject, the monkey, is a singular, then the verb, we add an s. Okay, it becomes eats. This is also singular. The car goes fast. The car is the subject. We add an es to the verb go, so it becomes goes. In singular subject, s is added to the verb. When the subject is plural, for example, the monkeys eat bananas. Over here, the monkeys is in plural and eat is the plural subject where we do not add any s. So the verb remains in its original form. Suppose another example, these cars go fast. Over here, these cars is a plural subject. The verb remains in the same form, it is go, and it is in plural. So no s is added when the subject is in plural. And we have to remember, in both cases the subject is in third person. Okay, coming back to when the subject is not in a third person. For example, I read newspaper regularly. Then I is in singular. Okay, it is in first person and read is plural, right? Example 2, we read newspaper regularly. We is in second person and read, we is plural, right? And read is also plural. So we is in first person but it is in plural and the verb is also plural. So in case of first and second person, there is no rule of singular subject and singular verb, and plural subject must have plural verb. So the first rule is not applicable if the subject is in first person and in second person. Thank you, children. If you have any problem, you can get back to me.